Hello guys and welcome back to Backstage Business. It's the big entrepreneurial show, and today we're in Stadium MK to meet a bunch of brand new Entrepreneurs Network members. We're the business coaching organisation, aren't we, jealous? We help entrepreneurs sort of success, and right now we're going in the players entrance. We've got a bit of a reputation as a player. Let's go! I'm going to build a fantastic business. It's going to be doing this. It's going to change our life. We're going to have loads of holidays. I'm going to have more time with my wife and my kids, and it's going to be fantastic, and we're going to make loads of money. Then all the problems come in place, and they'll be forgetting the end in mind, and it becomes a survival mechanism business. How can we get through the next month? How can we get through the next week? Now, you still might have those, how can we get through the next week? How can we get through the next month moments? But if we know we're doing it for the end in mind, going back to our education scenario, why are we going to university? Because I want to be a doctor, a vet, or a barrister. There's a reason we're doing it, and we know the end in mind. Now, do 80% of people go to university not knowing what they want to do? Absolutely they do. They go there to kill a bit of time, or they do a photography degree to go and do something completely different afterwards, or they do a sports science degree to go and do something completely different. So just kidding. So there's no real passion there. Now, if you want to be successful in business, it's really important we've got a powerful vision with an end in mind. So where does this all start off with, guys? Well, I've always sort of started off with religion. That's where it all kicked off. You know, you look at Jesus, he's got a great vision for the big, great logo, branches all around the world, tiers of management. We'll meet up every Sunday and we'll reinforce the beliefs that we have as a religion. It's not just him, it's all the other religions that have done it. Schools do it really well. We'll meet on Monday, Wednesday, Friday every morning, and we'll have this thing called assembly to remind everyone what we want to do at this school. We'll have staff meetings on a regular basis to really hammer it home. We'll create a prospectus every year on what the school culture is, and it's pumped out, it's pumped out. And that's why these things like Harvard and Oxford and Cambridge, these big powerful education institutions always survive, because the vision and the end in mind is pumped into them continually. That's what good schools do, and it's what good businesses do. So I always say to the entrepreneur that's only employing 2, 3, 4 people, I say, get rid of the low value tasks. Let's employ a PA. Let's employ an administrator. What was James Sinclair's first ever employee when I was 17 years old? It was a cleaner. She cleaned my pants, done my washing, my ironing. She cleaned my house. So that gave me more time to be on the phones and do sales. It gave me more time to do higher value tasks. Then the next employee was an administrator. She done all my paperwork, she done all my bookwork, she sent out all my letters, answered all my mail. What did that give me more time? Sales. Every single situation that I put myself into in the early years was giving me more time to be a sales and marketer. More sales, more marketing, more sales, more marketing, and then I went and done all the shows as well. Sales, marketing and shows, they were my revenue generating tasks. Then when I got in 5 years in, then I got a manager. As soon as I could afford it, then I sacrificed some of my own salary to invest into a manager to manage the day-to-day of the business. What I didn't do is I didn't go, right, I've got to get a salesman, I've got to get a salesman, a marketeer, and then I'll become head of administration and operation. People do it all the bloody time. Sales and marketing is always the last thing to give away. The Elon Musks, the Richard Bransons, the Stevie Jobs, looking for talented people will be what they're mainly doing. I mean, anyone that reads a Richard Branson, but mate, he's like Mr. Recruitment. I mean, you got to worry about him in your business. That guy, all he is doing is looking for talented. Can you build spaceships? Yeah, come work for me. What? Yeah, you can build spaceships. Come work for me. Yeah. What? You know how to run an airline better than me. Come work for me. I mean, I've read his book. Half the time he's having meetings with people that are really talented to come and run different departments within the... I mean, he went and employed the woman that was running Virgin Bank before it floated, years before he had a bank. He went, yeah, you're really good at running banks. You work for RBS. Yeah, you know how to do it. I want you to come work for me. We haven't got a bank yet. I'll just pay you to come work for me for ready when we do have a bank. Blow me, what does he do? Has a bank, sold it for millions the other week and does all right out of it. Right, so we want to build the business to sell even if you don't want to. Absolutely crucial. The whole business must be built to sell even if you don't want to. Now, I put this here because not everyone wants to sell their business. Not everyone wants to sell it, but you must build it to sell, because of what that does. What does that do? It puts more organisation on you, it puts you to be more efficient, it puts so let's just think about it. So you're going to sell your car. You're going to sell your car. What would be the wise thing to do when you sell your car? You want to go and get it cleaned, you want to make sure the service history is all in place, you want to make sure everything's get the maximum possible value. I'm just saying we need to think on a much bigger scale for the business. I want to make sure the business plan's there, make sure all the staff are really well trained, make sure all the documentation's there, make sure the plan for the future is there, make sure we identify the problems in the business. All of these things need to be put into place. So we're building a business to sell even if you don't want to. Now the real harsh reality of it, in 9 times out of 10, there's more money made from selling a business than running a business. Most people that are super duper wealthy have made their money from the sale of the business rather than the running of the business. So if wealth is your plan, it is you've got to sell the business. So guys, we're wrapping up another Backstage Business. It's the big entrepreneurial show. We're here in the Stadium MK, and a selection of our best members from the Entrepreneurs Network here. We've had a great day of learning how to grow our businesses in this big entrepreneurial world. Don't forget, check out our new podcast now. We're also on Spotify now. Where else are we, Chudders?
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. We're on BBC One tomorrow with our brand new documentary. What are you laughing at, Chudders? It's called The Entrepreneur Lifestyle. 8 o'clock on BBC One. Check it out. And if you do that, you're a fool. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Hey gang, thanks for watching Backstage Business. Now if you're passionate about entrepreneurial business success and you want to go further, why don't you get a copy of my book, The Millionaire Clown? Here's a picture of it right now. It's a brilliant book about business growth ideas and systems for your business. Now to get the book, all you need to go to is www.buymyfirstbook.co.uk. See ya, bye-bye.